When we discussed the last sutra, Tulyasya Prayatnam Savarnam, I mentioned that it sounds pretty straightforward. Place and effort of articulation, when the place and effort are the same, those two sounds get the name Savarna. But we also mentioned that it doesn't really say very much until we know exactly what defines the place and effort of articulation. And since this grammar is in many ways all about precision, and especially precision of articulation, defining those qualities is very important and matters in pretty much everything that we are going to be doing in the future. So I am upgrading my suggestion about trying to begin to get a handle on these terms. And I think you'll find that if you practice them out loud, they really hang together, partly because when you are defining the groups of letters, you're actually using them. So it all makes sense. And for me, it's very unlike reading about them in English commentary or books about the grammar, which just makes my brain hurt. But I think you'll find this becomes very intuitive. So let's get started today with the places of articulation. Now, this video and all the others now has a summary of the core material, including all these terms, in the video description. So you can use that in addition, or instead of trying to, freeze frame my little artwork here. So these are the places of articulation. And let's start by going down the terms in red, which are the terms for the places. And then we will review what letters are considered to be associated with these places. So the first one is kantaha. Kantaha, that just means throat. Kantaha, kantaha. The second is talu. Talu, that means palate. The palate. Then comes murta, which means the top of the palate. Top of the palate. In English, it's translated all different ways: cerebral, retroflex, whatever. Then comes dantaha, the teeth. Then comes oshtau, the lips. And I'm got a little bit of a thing for dual number. I think it's very cute. It comes in a lot of places, and it carries a kind of feeling to it. Whatever things come in twos. So in any case, it matters here, and I'll tell you why in a second, because I think depending on different regions that people are from in India and so on, there can be a lot of confusion a little bit down the line. So then we have nasika, cha. The cha is important because that's saying that these sounds have more than one characteristic. They have a place and also another place, meaning the nose. Then there are these vowels that are kantatalu. Kantatalu, that's the throat and the palate. You will see how that is. Then kantoshtam, that's the throat and the two lips. And then we have dantoshtam, which is the teeth and one lip. So here we go. And then we have jihvamulam, that's the root of the tongue. And now I'm not completely sure why the placement has switched around here in the commentary, but the next place is nasika, that is nose. So now we'll just go through the way the letter groupings are given in the commentary. And as I said, I advocate practicing these just out loud, no big deal. Over time, it will begin to stick and it will make a lot of things make more sense. So, akuha visarjaniyanam kantaha. Akuha visarjaniyanam kantaha. So, ku. Now, I mentioned in passing ku, and the fact that Panini never needs to define it because it was clearly a well-known concept, the ka varga. So when he says it's a. When he says ku, it is ka ka ga ga nga, ka ka ga ga nga, and so on down the line. So the ku varga, ka ka ga ga nga, ha, and the visarga, visarjaniyanam, have as their place kantaha, the throat, then talu, the palate, ichuya shanam talu, ichuya shanam talu. And again, chu is cha cha ja ja nya, cha cha ja ja nya. So even here things are condensed in a useful way. Then murdha, the roof of the palate, rtura shanam murdha, rtura shanam murdha. And here again, tu is ta 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 na, ta ta da da na. So ta ta da da na, ra shanam murdha. Then dantaha, lir tula stanam dantaha, lirtula stanam dantaha. So lir and tu varga tatatana, la stanam sa all have the place of articulation dantaha, teeth. U pu upadmaniyanam oshtau, u pu upadmaniyanam oshtau. So that's u and short pu, pa pa ba ba ma, and upadmaniyanam. Those have oshtau, two lips, oshtau. Nyamangananam, nasikacha. So that is saying these sounds which have already appeared above in the different vargas also have nasika, nose, as a place of articulation. So then we go to edai toho, which is 8 and 8. 8 and 8, those two have kanta talu, the throat and the palate, as places of articulation. Then we have odau toho, kantoshtam. Odau toho, kantoshtam. So o and au have the throat and the two lips as places of articulation. And if you practice that, you can see that it's descriptive. It doesn't say closure, o. So it starts, if you think o, it starts in the throat and it moves up to the lips. O, ow. So, and a, I, you can feel it. It starts in the throat and then it goes up to the palate. Then jihva muliyasya, jihva mulam. Jihva muliyasya, jihva mulam. So the jihva muliya is the root of the tongue, So ak, and upadmaniyanam, afp. And then at the bottom, switched around, anuswarasya nasika. So the anuswara has entirely the nose as place of articulation. So that's it. These are the sthanani. Sthanani, places of articulation. And I'll just run through them once more quickly. And then the next video we will do the efforts of articulation. So, akuha visarjaniyanam kantaha, ichu yashanam talu, rurtura shanam murta, lurtula sanam dantaha, pupadmaniyanam oshtau, nyamangananam nasikacha, edaitoho kantatalu, odautoho kantoshtam, vakarasya dantoshtam, jihvamuliyasya jihvamulam, nasika anuswarasya, iti sthanani. Take care.